a few moments late, but better late than never because that's what my channel's all about is chaoticness. So,
Yeah.
all right. Hey, welcome to Chat and Play where there's no stress, no pressure, just creating and hanging out. Every week we kick things off with a quick intro and what we're working on, and then we'll chat about life while we get creative. Today's topic is back to school.
Mhm.
Yay. So, whether you're working on your own project or just here for the vibe, this is your space to explore, play, and create with us. And then, before we wrap things up, we'll share our progress and bring the night to a close together. First, let's introduce ourselves and we'll share what we're working on tonight. And if you're creating along with us, drop down in the chat what you're working on. And Maria, you want to get started first?
Sure. So, hi, I'm Maria, and over on my channel, Maria Gifford Art, you'll find paint processes, some studio life, and my thoughts behind my artwork. It's not about perfection over there, but really about honing in on a good art practice where I discover, play, and grow. And I'm glad that you're here. And tonight, I'm going to be working in my watercolor journal. I picked up this antique postcard and I'm going to see, I'm not going to duplicate it like exactly, but I just want to show you how you can take something for inspiration and then paint it in your watercolor journal. And so I'm going to use the same long Strathmore watercolor journal that I have been using. And then I'm going to use some like gel tones that I have for
Oh,
watercolor. Um, and I have gold in here as well. And so I thought that might be nice to kind of duplicate this. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do it exactly, but just to show you that you can take things from around wherever you see them, whether it's in an antique shop or a postcard that you find maybe when you're on a trip or something, and then you can paint what you see. And that's what I'm going to do for my inspiration tonight.
nice. I love seeing the inspo things like because that's what I'm learning how to do because in past jobs I've had to like duplicate exactly as the customer, which was business owners wanting their logo recreated or the form
Yeah.
recreated. So it had to be exactly what they had before. So it's
Mhm.
hard for me to get out of that and into freely creating. And when I see something inspo wise to me, I'm like, mentally, I'm like, it has to match just like it. And man, it is, that part is very difficult for me.
Yeah.
And so it's I'm interested on what how you're gonna, use the inspo, make it different.
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay. I am going to introduce myself. Hey, I'm Derica, and your girl's life is Tipsy. If you know, you know. I'm the creator of The Tipsy Life, and I'm here to help Gen X women reinvent themselves after big life changes through lifestyle vlogs, DIYs, and fun, chaotic adventures. Around here, we're figuring it out as we go, getting creative, and learning how to have fun during this next chapter of life. So grab your project, a snack, and a fun beverage, and let's hang out while I work on. I know this is going to come to a complete shock, but I'm not prepared on what I'm going to work on. And I was voting, but we're back. And my aunt was with us. She says hi down in the chat. I see. Hello, yeah, channel official. Hello, hello. But I was looking real quick for my diamond dart because that's the one thing I found that I can yap and do at the same time. Um,
Mhm.
but I don't know where I put that. So I'm gonna go to my office while you flip your camera around. I'm gonna go grab that, see if it's in there. If not, I did purchase this recently. I got a watercolor paper, a little
Mhm.
one that will fit in my travel bag. So if I hop over to my office and don't see my diamond dart, I'm gonna grab my bag of watercolors and just try this out because I have not used it yet. I've been using what is the paper or
Oh, the mixed media paper.
mixed media. I've been using that, and you
Mhm.
had suggested watercolor paper. And
Mhm.
so I bought this little one to fit in my travel bag, and I wanted to see what the difference was.
Yeah.
So, but I just don't know if I'll be able to yap while I'm doing that because I'll be like so focused, concentrating, but we'll try.
Yeah.
So, grab that.
Well,
And if you want to get it started with
sure.
um, chatting about our topic today is back to school and what it means to us. Well, myself as a Gen Xer, that I'm an empty nester, and Maria is on the verge, which she will discuss,
Hmm.
and we'll get that started.
Yeah. So let me flip this around. Not to get started on this. So again, this is my inspiration for this evening. It's a postcard that I picked up at a vintage store. Um, now, I could do my work this way and like copy it exactly, but I'm gonna work horizontally here. You can see. And I'm just going to use this as inspiration rather than copying it exactly. Um, and I encourage you to do the same. It really helps you to um, take inspiration and use it, um, but you're not, again, it doesn't have to look identical. And so it gives you a little bit of freedom while you're working with your watercolor. And it doesn't have to feel so like frustrating because you are creating your own look and feel. So I'm going to grab my spray bottle and I'm going to get my palette wet. And then I'm going to start on this bigger flower and I'm just going to set it over here on the right hand side. So that's where I'm going to start. Probably add a little bit of pink to it. This one is the first one that I grabbed was quinacridone coral. And I think I might add some magenta and some opal pink to it or opera pink to it. So were you successful? Did you find it?
I did find the diamond art.
Yay.
So we're going to do that. I have not worked on this since, oh, it's been a hot minute. God, I think since last a couple weeks, maybe. All
Yeah.
right. I need to flip mine around and figure where I'm going to put all this. And I am going to set this up. I don't think I'll be able to see. Oh, well, maybe I can put it over here. I have too many options of where I can put my phone now. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing.
Mm.
All right. I think I finished all the white. Yeah, I don't even know where I was at. But the great thing about this is there's no rhyme or reason. I can do whatever. Like pick it up wherever. I don't have to pick it up where I left off, but I can start a new color if I wanted.
Yeah.
I am doing L10, which is a like I don't know, like this kind of beige color. It's like a light.
Hmm.
So we're gonna look for any L or 10s, I guess. Okay.
So back to school. While you're looking for that, I'll talk a little bit about about my situation. I'm also an empty nester, but also have a stepson who's still in high school. So all of my kids have graduated high school, and then we still have a junior, um, but he's here every other week. So I guess you could say I'm an empty nester every other week. I mean, like
Right.
officially, but like, um, he's a junior, and it's not like I have to be the one that tells him, like anything really. That's up to his parents, and I'm just here for
Right.
support. So,
Nice.
um, yeah, he's in track, so we'll be doing more of that, like sports kind of stuff in the spring. But right now, yeah, he's just getting back into school. I don't know if anyone knows, but we just had, or we're kind of on the end of a big flood. And
I was
uh,
wondering about that.
yeah, we were since Wednesday. It's been pretty bad. And I know that parts of Indy, they're still dealing with it because it started here Wednesday. It was really bad Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it just kept raining, so that didn't help. But
Right.
yeah, there 6 people have lost their lives due to
Oh my
the
gosh.
flooding. Yeah, it's been
Um,
a lot for our community, and just praying for the families that have been affected. A lot of people lost their entire homes.
oh my gosh.
Our street flooded, and I think we're fortunate because our house is sitting up on a hill. But those people that are along the river were the ones affected the most, and
I know
I
how
feel
that
so
is.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I mean, you've gone through the flooding too, so you know.
yeah, it is so scary. And I mean, we didn't get hit. I mean, we couldn't get to our house, like in or out, but thankfully it did not come into our home. Um, and like just our area was really the only one affected. So that's
Yeah.
so sad. I didn't hear that I knew a big storm was coming through there, and but I didn't hear anything else after that.
Yeah. Well, and that's so it affected school is what my point was.
Yeah.
So Wrigley started last week, but he only went to like 1.5 days, and otherwise school has been canceled around here
Right.
because
Oh man.
they've been affected. The library was flooded, so they lost a lot of books. I just
Oh
can't even imagine, but yeah, pretty
yeah.
devastating, but it has affected the start of school, the school year.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking of all you guys. Yeah, it does hit close to home for us here, being we were flooded earlier this year, but thankfully we're all safe and all that. So that's definitely scary, and it does affect the whole community. So
Hmm.
it can be hard, especially kids, like in starting school. And that should be exciting, not fearful.
Right. Yeah, and they didn't even have their laptops yet, so they couldn't even do like virtual school because they hadn't even gotten
Um,
to that point where they had passed all of that out.
right.
So it was just canceled.
Jeez.
So,
So do they have back to school date set again or
well, they
not
went back
yet?
today. They went back today. They
Oh,
said everything was operational.
okay.
So, yep. So they just went right back to it.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of the water has left our area and moved its way down. I mean, obviously, the water's got to go somewhere, so it's moved from our lake or our rivers down into Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, up here, we're as far as weather, we don't like we need rain. Where our river and lake is so dry right now. Uh like everything's very low.
Yeah,
But I don't want the heavy storms, that's for sure. I'm kind of over that
right,
whole thing.
right.
Um, yeah, and for me, my boys are older and I don't have any of them going into school. So I don't even know when school starts, actually. I meant to look that up. I don't even know when it
Oh, in
starts around
Michigan?
here. Yeah, like anywhere in Michigan. I I don't know when I thought it was soon. I
Hmm.
haven't seen any back to school post yet, so I don't know. Um that's definitely something I as an empty nester and having older kids, I have not kept up to date. My son, my youngest, when like he had his open house shortly after his graduation and he moved that same day to campus, and
Hmm.
so everything went so fast, and both my boys are like independent, they don't need nobody's help, so I didn't have the whole like, I went to college to like do the sign up and all that, but like with Kettering you move every 3 months, and
Hmm.
he just like, the first few times I helped, which not even really, and then after that it was like, nope, I got it. I kind of got a rhythm and how to do it, and it just it's quicker if I can just do it. So like if he needed help with a trailer or to move heavy things, we would get kind of asked to help.
Hmm.
But it's hard as an empty nester to even them now as adults to step back. And I feel like that's a constant thing like I struggle with. And I know it comes easier to you to um like have that freedom for them to step back and be there for them when they ask. My kids just
Hmm.
never ask. I'm like, need me at some point, please. Love
That's
me.
funny. Although you must have done a good job of helping them be independent.
Well, that's what my therapist says.
Yeah. See, maybe I should be a therapist. No, I'm just kidding.
Apparently my aunt does too, because she's told me I need to, or I could pay her because she tells me the same thing my therapist says.
That's funny.
Um, oh, my aunt says the 20th, I think, in her area, school
Oh,
starts.
school starts. Yeah.
Uh, I'm looking for L's. They're kind of hidden between J's. So with your son, do you guys still do like back to school clothes shopping and supplies and like the whole shebang, or is it easier or harder as like now that they're older? Cuz my boys have been graduated since, well, Colton graduated college in 2021.
Yeah.
So he's been out of high school for a hot minute. And
Yeah.
I know a lot of things have changed since 2021. So has anything changed, like going back to school wise now than what it was before 2021 or
I think it's the
2020, I guess?
same. I think it's the same getting, like a few pieces of clothing and stuff like that. I think that's the same. You want to look your best when you go back to school. Um,
Right.
yeah, I do think that, um, Wrigley often is just fine with his clothes. He's like, I'm fine.
Yeah. Now you have a daughter, so is it different
Yeah.
with boys and girls school shopping?
Um, with
Because I just
mine,
had two boys, and they did not care. I could put them in paper bag and bread bags on their feet, and they'd be like, okay.
well, see, that's how I think that's how Wrigley is, but like, I don't know. I had a couple of boys that they cared. They wanted to look their best going to school. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I guess they all have their own different personalities.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
I know
sure
it's
there's some I'm sure there's some girls out there that don't care either, but I know that our two girls, they definitely wanted, if they had the opportunity to school shop, they were going to be like, yes, please.
right.
But then they were also more independent in high school too, that they had their own money from jobs, so they could buy
Okay.
their own stuff too.
Right.
What they like. And
Yeah. Well, that is, yeah. I just, yeah, I just never had a girl, and some of my friends had girls, but it was just so long ago. I can't even remember like how it was back then. And it's like
Mhm.
not it hasn't been like 50 years or whatever. Like I'm only 52, but it seems like an eternity like since Colton's been in school, and like I can't even think that far back.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure things change over time. And
Yeah. Like trends too.
oh, for sure.
Like bell bottoms are a hit this year, I guess, or last year. Like kind of the hippie vibe, at least around here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. But I think, um besides the delay, I think everybody's back in the groove of going to school. So
Yeah. And how long does he have again, you said? Is this his last year or one more year?
no, he's a junior.
Oh, junior. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a pre-empty nester because your kids are empty nest. You're like an empty
Yeah.
nest from your kids, and he's like preparing you guys for the complete empty nest.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because we'll still have all the senior year stuff to do with him next year. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll still be in it, but I guess for me it's kind of an awkward, not awkward, just an unusual situation, with my kids being, out of school. But
Right.
then, yeah. So, because yeah,
Hmm.
we'll still be going to track and field events next year and watching him run and stuff like that. So
Nice.
still busy in that way.
Right.
Yep. And then we'll also be going and watching Casey do cross country in college.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
So we'll
for
still be
college,
busy.
yeah, college. I know you said like she makes her own money and stuff, but do you know or do you guys like as parents help her with? school clothes or supplies, or is that kind of covered
So
under?
not so much school supplies, it's more of living things, like the needs that she's gonna need in her apartment. So
Yeah.
she
Okay.
shares an apartment with 4 other girls. I think this year there's 3, but they're waiting to see if another roommate is going to be there, but it's part of the, um, it's kind of like dorms, but I think it's better than that because it's more apartment-like in style
Okay.
than dorms. But anyway, so yeah, the paper towel and getting her favorite snacks at Costco and stuff like that, and making sure that she has everything. Like
Yeah.
it was
Okay.
more
Yeah.
about that than about like clothes, because she pretty much takes care of her own clothes these days.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I was just thinking, like, for my son when he was in college, that was a lot of that, like the snacks. Like his college did snack boxes, especially during exam time, like his
Mm-hmm.
first year. I don't know if I can't remember if it was the second year too or every year. I
Mm-hmm.
part, but they would have like these snack boxes. You can pay to have them delivered to them. Um,
Oh, during exams and stuff, like exam
yeah,
times. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, because his
Yeah.
college, it was very like the first year, you like parents could not really. It wasn't easy for them to visit. It was kind of like
Mm-hmm.
cutting the umbilical cord. Like the kids had to stay there their first year. They couldn't live at home. They had to stay on campus in a dorm. And then year two came and they could live off campus. But by then, Colton kind of met other friends, I guess, that were in, I don't even think they were all in his program. Um, every 3 months, he would move.
Mm.
And frustrating because I wanted to stay here and go to college his first year because we were
Mm-hmm.
close, and they're like, no, he can't. Like they have to stay on campus the first year. It was like not
Option.
negotiable. Yeah. And I was just like, that's so dumb and whatever, but I don't know. He got it down, like on moving every 3 months I mean, like, because they go to work for 3 months and then the other 3 months they go to class. And
Mm.
so it was kind of weird how that happened, but it was like on the job training. And I guess it worked because he's doing.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's kind of a unique experience, but it gets them into the workforce quicker, it sounds like,
Yeah. Yep. Wait, what is- Ooh,
which is good for them.
yeah. But now he is graduated and um now he just works and I don't deal with anything school wise at all. So I
Yeah.
kind of miss it at times, but not as bad as what I miss him being at home. I'm like, will you come over and make a mess or something?
Yeah.
Or invite me over to your house so I can make a mess over there. That's really what I want to do.
Yeah, no kidding.
I want to just go over there one time and just like leave all the cupboards open, eat something, and put the empty container back in the fridge, or. It just sounds fun
Mhm.
for me.
Yep, I
My
agree.
aunt my aunt says all my girls cared had to have new and cool. And Haley, diva. Haley is her granddaughter that lived with her, and she was a diva, she says, when it came to school clothes. Yeah, I did not get to experience the girl back to school things. I know I have friends that have, and I know it got chaotic a lot of times, but um, I never experienced it personally. Wow, that paint your painting looks amazing.
Well, thank you. I'm going back in. So you can see how it's similar, but it's not like I did put the three flowers, but like I only put one of these kind of running off of it. And I
Yeah,
kind of made up my own thing when it came to some of the greenery.
very
But
cool.
yeah, so it takes the pressure off that it doesn't have to look identical.
Yeah, and that is what my pressure is for all the reasons I said about past jobs. And it's so hard to get out of that mindset. Like, I need to practice it more and like actually set time aside and be intentional about practicing like the free form painting or drawing. It's just really
Yeah,
stressful for me.
yeah. There's sometimes where I don't use a reference at all, um, but that didn't happen overnight. I think I've talked about this before, but like took a lot of playing around in my sketchbook before I could just
Yeah.
kind of do whatever in my head. But I do like to look at things for inspiration, and this is a good example of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that I'm definitely working towards. And something I haven't done in quite a while. I don't even know. It was within the last week or two. I was out on the boat and the clouds looked so puffy and just like imagining them in pictures, how I don't know if it's called something, where you see like a face in the clouds or I used to do
Yeah.
that all the time up until I don't know, like maybe a few years ago. I just stopped thinking in that way when I saw clouds or like even tree knots, like if you
Yeah.
see a tree, you can see like faces or an animal or something, a photo of something or whatever. And I just like it was hard for me to even get into that headspace to imagine of it being something. But like I noticed I was doing it like a week ago and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have not imagined anything like in trees or clouds." And so it was kind of cool to like realize that and so I try to do that when I can, but I feel that would
Yeah.
be helpful to me for coming up with my own like things to draw.
Yeah. Well, because then there's inspiration everywhere if you really pay attention and
Yeah.
notice. Yeah. There's this book, I just went and grabbed it, Steal Like an Artist.
Oh,
And it's 10 things nobody told you about being creative. Um, it's really good. And he's not saying like steal somebody else's work. But these are the 10. So steal like an artist and don't wait until you know who you are to get started. which is really
Okay.
good.
That's a
Write
good
the book
one.
you want to read, use your hands, side projects and hobbies are important.
Yes.
And then the secret, do good work and share it with people. That's good. And then geography is no longer our master. Um, I haven't gotten to that one, but I'm assuming, and I'll flip over there, but I'm assuming he's talking about the fact that we have, like, we can see pretty much anything in the world. Like, we
Yeah.
can enjoy creativity all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
just being exposed to like other cultures, but even other towns and stuff like that. And then be nice. The world is the world is a small town. Um, I know I flipped forward to and read some of that, but that's about like if you see somebody doing art that's similar to yours, it's not necessarily because they copied your art. Like some people are like, "Oh my gosh, they copied my art." Well,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they just had a similar idea. Like if you think of like the times before social media, we could have come up with this really pretty art and not known that, 5 states over somebody was also creating a similar art.
Right, right.
But now because of social media, it's like they stole my art.
Yeah,
And it's
I
like,
know.
well, let's just be nice to each other and give each other grace unless you like you're not the only one who came up with that idea. Is my
Right.
point. And
Yeah.
then this one is be boring. It's not the only way to get work done. And then creativity is subtraction, which I haven't read that one yet. But anyway, I highly recommend.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you'll have to
pretty good
send me
book.
send me the link to that book and like your paints or whatever you want to link, and I'll link it in the description after the live is over, or I
Okay,
guess
that
after
sounds
it
great.
updates. Um and yeah, cuz I would like to take a peek at that book. Before we go, it doesn't have to be right now, but before we do
Mhm.
end the live, I'd like for you to tell us more or remind us about your art gallery coming up.
Yeah, so I just posted a reel that was kind of a tease to it. Um, I'm working on a few more pieces. I don't know how many I will get done, but I have quite a bit already done. But it is less than a month away now. It is September 12th, at Newfields in Indianapolis, and I'll have a booth set up there all day. I think I want to say 10 to 4, but it is an all day event, and I'll have my artwork up and ready for sale. So it'd be nice if I could leave with fewer pieces than I took.
Right. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely we can put that in the I am trying to talk my aunt into going. I'm not sure yet if it's a for sure deal, but it's something I'm wanting to look into and do like a overnight trip because I think that would be so cool to come support and hang out and see your artwork in person because it always looks so
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, thank you. I mean, that would be so
Yes.
fun if you could.
I know it would be. I'm really hoping that I gotta look into some things like and I was gonna get with you kind of on the side to see like the location and places to stay if you knew or anything like I guess like details of it
Yeah.
um because it is a long drive. I'm in Michigan, you're in Indiana, so I think we figured it was be best to stay the night, um, just because of the long drive.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, I found a L someplace. Now I can't find it again.
Oh no.
That's my struggle, you guys, okay? Does anybody see an L in this section over here?
Oh my gosh.
My aunt says, "Oh, your photo, or your watercolor makes me want to paint."
Aw, you should. I encourage you to do that.
I did try to get them to stay a little bit longer, and I was gonna bust out the watercolors and paint, but they have a drive back home, and um, my uncle caught some fish in the river, and so he had to go take care of them before they get slimy, he said. So
Yeah.
I'm not a fisherman and or fisher girl, whatever. So I believe him that it will get slimy.
Yeah. But they went out on the boat tonight or today with you guys.
Yeah, yep, he did some fishing and her and I went through some of my things I had in storage, took photos. I'm connecting with somebody on my lake that sells like a resale thing. That she has a group, so she's gonna help me see if I can make some extra cash, getting rid of some clothes and just some random things I had. I don't do garage sales, like, I just don't do them, I don't go to them, and I have a fear of numbers, so to price stuff, I just don't know. I'm just like, either pay me or not, I don't know. And so, I took some pictures, and then we went out, had some dinner, and then we went out for a cruise around the lake and looked at all the big houses and all that good stuff. So, the bald eagle was out on the lake. We've only seen I think 3 times now this year, which is unusual. Normally, we see a couple of them every time we go out, but
What is that?
a bald eagle.
Oh, I okay. It must have broken up because I didn't
Oh,
hear that part.
oh, yeah.
But
So
that's cool.
we normally have them. It used to be 2, and then they had babies. We saw them more so as adults, and
Mhm.
but then this year they really have not been out at all. So we thought something bad happened to him, but then the one started showing up, and well, we saw the one today, so it was a good sign. At least it's still around, at least one. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
so it was a good cruise. It was a nice day for it.
Fun. I miss those days. But it's been a while since I've been out on a boat. My dad's really into boating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
Yeah, but
you're gonna have to do an art show up here and then just come here and stay.
yeah, be awesome.
We'll go boating. So you gotta hurry because
Yeah.
weather up here will change so fast.
Yeah. Okay, well, I
Yeah.
wasn't planning on it, but I just did a little teacup with a flower in it.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
time is almost up, but not quite. So I was like, I gotta do one more thing.
Yeah, I'm still looking for L. That one L. And you're already
That's
drawing like
so
a whole
funny.
nother picture.
I'm still looking for L.
I'm about ready to get
Uh,
the I
that's
have
so
this
funny.
magnifying glass. Oh my gosh, it's gonna drive my ADHD brain crazy because I won't be able to find that one L. Well, another thing is obviously my colors were not with us, so I gotta find. Oh, I think actually I do know where my colors are. Um, yeah, because I have all the 2 colors. I have white and like the beige, whatever color.
Hmm.
And other than the owl, I haven't seen anything else, and I didn't wanna, like, take the time to go open another color and get a baggie out for all the little diamond pieces, but anyways, yes, I'm still looking for L,
That's
but I'm trying to
hilarious.
make an excuse why it should be better that I'm still looking for the L. Yeah, this is really gonna drive me crazy. Where I just saw it, I reached over and grabbed the diamond art or the diamond thing. Okay, somebody tell me you see it. Mm, yeah, my aunt says that she's home. So they
So
left like
they made it home by the time we were doing this.
yes. Yeah, I think they left like right when I was logging in
Oh, okay.
and they live a couple towns over. I don't remember. It was at like 40-minute drive or something like that. Somewhere's around that. Hmm. Do, 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 do.
Maybe you should move to another letter and then you'll find the L that way.
I know. Well, that's what I was saying. And then I have to open another color, but that is absolutely what would happen. But I was hopeful it was gonna show up, but I'm not at all seeing it. Well, I'm giving up on the L.
Well,
It's kind of like a puzzle.
next week I thought I would do some slow stitching. Um I'm
Oh, what is
not
that? Slow stitching?
yeah, I don't have an example. I don't remember where I put it. But I think I'm going to try that just to mix it up a little bit. But it's not cross stitching and it's not necessarily like you follow a pattern. You just stitch into the material kind of at random,
Oh.
but you can like draw on the material. Let's see if I have some. Like for example, I could draw on this and then use the yarn to stitch in the flower.
Oh, I think you have like shown me that. I don't know if it was on the live, but I do recall something about like something like that.
Yeah. I just don't know where my example is right off the top of my head, but um but yeah, so I have this extra, so I think I'm going to do that next week if I can get it all together. I'm saying it now so that I keep myself in like check.
Right. Yeah, I
You
need
know how it
to.
is.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely do. I have to keep
Yeah.
myself in check and ask others to help keep me in check.
Yeah. So that's my plan, but our time is coming to an end. I can show what I did really quick. So this was kind of last minute, a teacup with a flower in it. And I just looked at this flower again. So using this a couple of different times. Um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so I kind of used this as a reference and then I added some yellow just to kind of mix it up a little bit. And then I added my own teacup. And then with this one, you can see it looks similar, but it's not exactly identical at the same time.
Yeah.
But
Very
you can see
cool.
where it's been an inspiration. But again, when you find inspiration, it doesn't have to be exactly like the picture, but you can pull different things from that one source. Um, so I could go on and I could just focus on the yellow flower. I could just focus on the pink flower. Um, and then you have multiple pages that you have completed from this one reference. So,
Very cool.
yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
I found it. Right. Oh my gosh. I am not even.
Yay. Get that
I put,
diamond on there.
well, the sad thing is, I put it away.
Oh my,
I haven't
well,
pull it back out. It's fine. It's fine. I'm over it.
it's fine.
But still doing this gnome. It's a fall gnome.
Hmm.
And I think I have all the white. I thought I was done though, but when I sat down to do this, I missed this whole section down here was
Oh,
all.
okay.
So I finished that and then
Hmm.
I finished, I don't know, some other little ones. You can't really tell in here. There's just like random ones spread out
Yeah.
throughout. So it's like the shading of it. So
Hmm.
I'm excited to maybe do a green, like something that is more like a green or the like brown that's more coverage.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Cool.
let me flip you around. Let's see my phone here. That's not gonna stay. Okay. Yeah. So this on here. All right. Um. Oh, I don't think I have one. I was gonna show you a koozie I made. I don't think I showed you them. I made a vlog about it. I need to do an update, but I had these koozies and
Oh, cool.
I made some we had a noodle float last weekend and I made koozies for the noodle float. So I had this funny guy. Um, I had this guy I came up with together. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
So it I heat pressed them on there.
Right.
And so we had our big lake lake association party or whatever. It's called Venetian Weekends. So we have like a DJ or a band, fireworks, and all the stuff. So I made these koozies because I have a bunch of them, and so I made that design on a bunch of koozies and just made it fun. So
Hmm.
so I did that, but all right, I am gonna do the end. Did anybody, my aunt says, yes, it took 45 minutes, for her to get home.
Hmm.
And then about your work, she said, beautiful, Maria.
Hmm. Yes, I
As
said thank you.
always, your art is amazing. And I'm so excited to see what your show is gonna have. I feel like, I don't know, like just to see it in person. I like going to art museums and like just, I want to touch the paintings though. It's like a whole thing. I'm just like, I want to touch
But
it.
you
I
can't. You
can't,
can't touch it.
can't touch it, but I want to. So, I'm excited to see your stuff, and I'm really hopeful it works out. But if not, I am gonna get down to see you one of these times soon. Because it would be fun to meet in person.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so
I agree.
everybody, if you're in the area, go see her. If you're in Indiana or want to do a day trip, September 12th, right?
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right, friends. I think that's going to wrap up tonight's chat and play. Thanks for hanging out with us and getting creative. We'll be back every Monday from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure to hit subscribe and turn those notifications on so you don't miss us. We go live every Monday from, oh, I already said that. Uh, these notifications on.
It's
Ugh.
fine.
I'm trying to keep the flow, trying to learn it. I'm getting all right, I think, but
Yeah.
not when I reread the same thing. That's how I actually read books too. I reread the same sentence over and over. uh, Turn the notification on. Okay, that's just what you need to do so you can come back and create with us next time. Until then, keep reading, keep exploring, and keep living a little less of a tipsy life. Until next time, bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.